This recording is the second part of the process of posting the journals to the ledger, and with this time we're going to be posting the cash payments journal. So if you'd like to right click, open Worksheet Object and maximise the screen. So you'll see there we already have the balances in, and we've posted the cash receipts journal. Now we're going to post the cash payments journal. So we go to the cash payments journal down the bottom here at the bottom of the bank, whereas the cash receipts journal we put a DR. This is going to be a CR. It's a credit because we're going to reduce the amount of money in the bank account. So we've got a CR here, and we're going to type DR next to the GST, copy that one, and paste it down the bottom of everything else except the other column, and in the other column we paste it next to the numbers. Alright, so we've got a credit for bank, a debit, 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 debit for the columns, and a debit down the other ones. First one we're going to do is the bank account, this credit here. So we've got a credit 2,932. So we've already got the cash payments journal, cash receipts journal, so we'll type payments in here. And it tells us we're going to credit it. So in the credit, we're going to type equals, click on the bank. You may have already done this one in the bank reconciliation section. So our closing balance is equal to our balance there minus, because it's payments journal and it's still an asset. So that's the first one, GST. Now the GST, there are two accounts. You see there's this one here, that one on the 6th, so we'll do that one first. Always we type bank, and it tells us for the GST it's a debit. So here's a debit here. Now this, oh, I've got the wrong figure, equals what, 196. Alright, so we had 196, we paid it off, so we'll go minus, and that gives us a zero balance. Next part on GST, so I've done this one. I'll just code them so that I say I've done them. Those two, yep. And now do this one of 218. Where have we got GST, bank, and that's going to be a debit. Great, so our GST will be balance is a 321 credit because of the cash receipts, and then I'm going to subtract a credit and a debit. So at the end of the month we owe $103.07 GST to the government. Right, the other hard ones. Now the easy ones, we've got the purchases. We're going to debit it by $8.50. Find purchases down here. Because it's a column in its own right, we put the end of the month. Bank, and let's hit debit, and you add those two together, a debit plus a debit. Done that one. Wages 240. Scroll down again, because it's a column on its own right, we type the 7th of March. The wages, type equals, click on that 240, and the balance will be 88 plus that 240. Done that one. Next column is drawings, debit 200, column in its own right, end of the date, to bank equals 200. We've done that one. Good way of checking they've all been done, highlighting these. Then we'll go to the analysis columns we haven't done. We've got advertising. Here's advertising here. Because it's an analysis column, we put a date it happened on the 5th of March. and it's the debit column. Add those two together. Still a debit, still an expense. Let's check that one off. Done that one. Next one is repairs on the 6th. Okay, so we find repairs. 6th of March, 6/3 bank. And it was a debit. Let's just find which one, that one there. And add them up. We've done that one. Next one is loan and interest, last two. So here's a loan on the credit side. Date of that's the 7th of March. Always we type bank in there. And we're debiting loan by 380. So the loan will now be 6,000 minus the amount you paid off it. Done that one. And the last one is interest. Date 7th of March. Bank. And the debit. And the interest now, start off with 300, added another 342. Okay, good. They're all posted. All done, all done. Good. Just the last thing to do with posting is these things here that are in the other column, we should give them a chart of accounts number. So we've got equipment. That chart of accounts number is here 120. The interest chart of accounts number here is 530. We've got advertising chart of accounts number is here 510. We've got GST payable chart of accounts 210. Repairs chart of accounts 560. Loan chart of accounts is 220. And interest chart of accounts, remember this is interest paid 530. Gee, I think we've got this one here wrong, haven't we? That should be interest received 420. Good, so that's the end of posting the cash receipts journal, cash payments journal. The next video is the trial balance. That'll only be a short one.